Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. It's Monday night, my friends. And come hell or high water, I want to finish MindsEye tonight, my friends. If I can. Hopefully we should be able to. I would think, unless it's just that crazy terrible. The last section here, but we'll see. Why is my okay? Feels like my audio is really low, but I think it's okay. Anyway, my friends, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy, happy, and all of those things. Taking names, kicking butt, having success all across the board. Let's see what MindsEye has in store for us tonight here. As we dig into it, I'll bring the game audio into it here. Once we have some. All right, let's do this. Let's see where they put me.
Oh my God.
Lamry's been busy.
This must have taken years to build. Millions, if not billions of dollars.
I bet Uncle Sam had no idea what he was buying.
You okay? You hear that?
Something's controlling them from the surface. Come on.
I think I have to adjust this freaking audio again here. I don't know why I constantly have to adjust it, but I do. Let's try effects. Down to that. There we go. Let's see how that works. It's looking slightly better.
We gotta find a way up. Lamry's enables this robot against us.
No, these ones are harder to kill.
Damn straight they're harder to kill. Jeez Louise.
Hostiles approaching main base area as entrance. Deploying units.
They're taking a lot of rounds.
These gotta be built only for combat.
These things are bad news.
That's what I'm trying to find there. The grenade button again. Bodies come flying out. I think that's everything thus far. I have no ammo left on that. Now this is gonna suck. I'm getting ammo right now.
What the? I think we might have interrupted them.
Enemies above and below. Mind out.
I see them. Keep cover.
I'll use anything I can find.
You see this place? Looks like Black Box HQ.
What the hell is it doing out here?
It must be acting as a front for the labs in their tunnel into
Over
the
there,
cigarette.
The elevator.
It must be acting as a front for the labs in their tunnel into the cigarette.
Yep, you said that already.
Stay sharp!
We're in the middle of the
God
hornet's nest.
damn it. And that doesn't give me a
Find a way up.
That doesn't give me a checkpoint.
Enables his robots against us.
No, these ones are harder to kill.
Combat bots mobilizing. Keep them back.
They're taking a lot of rounds.
These gotta be built only for combat.
These things are bad news.
Area as entrance. Deploying unit.
Ah, excuse me. Oof. This whole sequence again. I think we got everybody again.
What the? I think we might have interrupted them.
above and below. Mind out.
I see him. Keep cover.
I'll use anything I can find.
You see this place? Looks like Black Box HQ.
What the hell is it doing out here?
It must be acting as a front for the labs in their tunnel into the cigarette.
Over there, the elevator.
Alright, let's reload and hope for the best here.
Tango's attempting to breach elevator. Block access now.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous. And then you have to go back and do this other goddamn sequence again. Like, this is crazy.
You gotta find a way
Like,
up.
the amount of enemies they're throwing at you is ridiculous. It's not even
Memories
remotely
enables his
balanced.
robots against us.
Now these ones are harder to kill.
Combat bots mobilizing. Keep them back.
They're taking a lot of rounds.
These gotta be built only for combat.
These things are bad news.
Hostiles approaching main base area as entrance. Deploying units.
Alright. I mean, you basically have to use the drone for this sequence, I feel like, because there's just so many things they throw at you. The problem is, while I've got the drone going, these guys are crawling up my ass.
Enemies above
Shooting
and
me.
below. Mind out.
I see him. Keep cover.
I'll use anything I can find.
You see this place? Looks like Black Box HQ.
What the hell is it doing out here? Over there, the elevator.
It must be acting as a front for the labs in their tunnel into the cigarette. Stay sharp!
Tankers attempting to breach elevator. Block access now.
Security breach in progress.
Door up ahead! Stay sharp!
Let's go.
Jesus. Finally. Don't stand around and shoot more, just let the elevator go.
Hey, on your first day? Sorry I gave you such a hard time.
Maybe I deserved it. It was never about the job.
Well, you still made Employee of the Month.
That mean I get a raise?
Stay on guard. Could be anything out there. You go first.
Oh, gee, thanks. There could be anything out there. You go first. Alright. Alright, we got freaking drones. Freaking pain in the ass drones. Because of course we do.
Jacob, Rigby, are you there? Yeah, we're in the military base.
Area S.
Exactly. Black Box headquarters. We're taking heavy fire. Lamry's been using it to adapt the tech from the cigarette. It's a huge transportation hub.
It's crawling with Black Box.
Can you see the orb?
Not yet.
Keep going. Let us know when you locate it.
Look alive, Gary. We need to find that orb.
Gotcha. That weapon we found in the lab, maybe use it now.
All right. I wasn't sure if I got the grenade off or not, but I did apparently.
Don't give up now.
Gotcha, finally. This guy. Jeez Louise. Flanky McFlankington here. Running right at us. You've seen how many people we've taken out? You're gonna run straight at me? There you go. There's probably a sniper up there, isn't there? In the tower. Let's go see. Oh, there's a lot of stuff over there. Holy hell, there's a lot of stuff over there. There's something over here that's making my fans spin up too. So there's some heavy lifting going on right now. So many of these robots around. Just take them out ahead of time here. Still hearing more here. Oh, there's a drone up there. Come on, poke your head out. What the hell? Way up there. Got him. Got him. Alright. I'm going to draw this drone out that was harassing us. Okay. Beautiful strategy.
That building ahead. If we get up high, we might be able to get a visual on the orb.
Let's do it!
That level's high.
It's not like we ain't already storming a military base.
A valid point.
Got him. The stragglers here. As they run right at us.
Not much further.
So what building? That building. Okay. Figured.
Okada, we could really use a distraction right now.
Yes, the satellite. Well, the bad news is, it's over Scotland at this moment. Need a little while longer.
It's just up there.
Over there. Go. Got another robot over here. Being a pain in the butt. I hear a lot of shooting, but I don't see it. Not from that guy, really? It's a lot of fire from that one guy. Is there another drone up here or something? So I hear shots. I don't see them. I can't see a damn thing.
Isolate your gunfights!
Ah, damn it. Come on. All these guys just hiding over in that one little corner. Really? Of course, this game's gonna throw 900,000
Anything out there. You go first.
at me. I got the drones to stay right in place there because they're not fully triggered. So I can just shoot them without them moving. Go.
Jacob, Rigby, are you there?
Yeah, we're in the military base.
Area S.
Exactly. Black Box headquarters. We're taking heavy fire. Lamry's been using it to adapt the tech from the cigarette. It's a huge transportation hub.
Crawling with Black Box.
Can you see the orb?
Not yet.
Keep going. Let us know when you locate it.
Look alive, Gary. We need to find that orb.
Gotcha. That weapon we found in the lab. Maybe use it now.
Got him.
How many lives is Lamry willing to sacrifice?
All of them? It sounds like all of them. That's what it seems like. All right. Alright, and all of those things over there. Alright. Cleared out most of the way. Ah.
Lots of goddamn company on us.
That building ahead. If we get up high, we might be able to get a visual on the orb.
Let's do it.
Threat level's high.
It's not like we ain't already storming a military base.
A valid point.
Alright.
Not much further.
Let's get all these guys that hide over here. Alright, come on. Where else? It's really hard to see in this computer vision thing. He's alive still. Oh, there's one still alive. Alright. We can at least move up a little bit.
It's just up there. Keep pushing them.
Go.
Okada, we could really use a distraction right now.
Yes, the satellite. Well, the bad news is It's over Scotland at this moment. Need a little while longer.
The red door over there. Emergency exit.
I'll use the DC-3.
I'm right behind you.
Whoa!
Resume last call.
Standing right there.
Lamry's been building a giant army of robots. Thousands of them. They look like death machines.
Well, that explains just about everything. The fucker's been reverse engineering my robots to make his own.
They sprang to life while we watched, and they're hard to kill.
From
Yeah,
area
no
X,
shit.
he could transport them anywhere.
There's that global domination you were talking about, Doc.
Damn it. I warned you, Marco. You opened the door to the military, and now look what you've let in.
Look, we're past blame, okay?
Are we?
All we can do now is stop him before it's too late.
Alright. Something, get a candy bar from the vending machine. Feel like we could use one right about now. Right out into an open area. Great. More stairs to go up.
Come on, we need to get higher. Diaz!
The orb. It's activating.
Come on.
Lens, lock on the orb.
Excellent, Jacob. The signal is coming in nice and strong. We have the orb's location.
I think you were right. Lamry's using it to power all these robots.
I told you it's a power source.
It feels like I'm connected to it. It's such a rush.
It must be doing the same for you. Roll with it.
Let's go.
Can you believe this
Just
whole
got up
place
here.
is connected to that ziggurat by an underground tunnel?
I told you, obsessed. Lamry's like the world's creepiest stalker.
The only other way in would be through a series of almost unbreakable puzzle rooms.
Oh, I bet he couldn't wait to start thrusting his tunnels into that thing.
There's a whole underground lab for experimenting on the stuff they found in those chambers.
Oh, come on, he's such a fucking amateur. He's got no idea how to harness that kind of power.
And you do, Marco?
Oh, you can talk. At least I don't have to build my friends. People like me.
What people?
Oh
Your
boy.
employees? Your adoring fans?
How
You
do
wouldn't
I guess I gotta
speak to
go
them for
the other
fear of
way
airborne
down.
plebeian microbes.
I am giving them the future.
No, definitely not that way. Just leads down to the same freaking place I've been. How the hell do you get out of this goddamn place? I'm supposed to go back down the way I came? Like, you're supposed to get over there. I guess I gotta go back down the way I came. This is stupid. This is so stupid. we even go up there in the first place? Went up there just to have some dialogue and then immediately go back down again? Okay. Over there. Okay. Anything else over there? Looks like we gotta go along this walkway here. Nice. Very nice. Take them out ahead of time. I don't see anyone else because they're probably gonna spawn in. Do we go down here?
Gary, do you hear that?
Oops.
Hear what?
Those voices.
I don't hear anything.
I can hear them through the mind's eye.
Yes, they have been speaking to you through it.
Keep pushing forward!
Return to us.
They want me to join them.
Don't listen!
Leave me alone.
Why would we leave you? We have been guiding you, taking care of you, showing you the way.
These aren't even triggering. That's hilarious. They're not even triggered. That one triggered finally. Is that everybody down this corridor of murder? I think so.
We're getting close. I feel it.
We got this. We're winning.
Oh, now you had to go jinx it. Saying we're winning.
It's near.
Just another one at. Here I don't. I hear him. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Alright.
It knows.
Whoop. Another guy over there. Whoops. Still a straggler after all that.
You are us, and we are you.
I am nothing like you.
We got this.
Okay.
Focus up.
Okay. Out here. Get my head in. There's the thing there. Alright. They're gonna spawn people before we get there. Most definitely. Or just a cutscene.
What the hell?
Don't worry about her. We are their future. They have no purpose.
I don't want any part of your future.
You don't have a choice. You think your gift was made in a lab by Morrison and Silva? No. You and I, we are their kin. Made by them. Once they left, we became weak and complacent like mankind. But no more. They are returning. Join me, and we can create a new civilization in their image.
Special delivery for Diaz. All the way from Scotland.
You're no kin.
The orb! You don't deserve! Die! What they gave you. Good shooting.
They're getting away! We have to go after them!
Oh no, we gotta go after. We have to have a car chase now. Oh, is he? Oh, is she driving? Oh, thank God. That's fine by me.
I'll try. You shoot.
Lens, track that loader.
Jacob, is your heart still beating?
Lamrey's isn't. But the bots aren't standing down. They took the orb. We're following them now. Carrie was shot.
Riggs, you okay?
Weirdly, I feel fine.
Listen, that moron Lamry left the factory servers vulnerable. Hunter and I were able to use the patch key to log in remotely. We shut down the entire care system.
The bots don't seem to have gotten the memo.
Exactly. They're not taking instructions from the servers anymore. I mean, they shouldn't even be functioning. It's the orb, or the virus, or both, I don't know.
The orb is the virus. It infects everything within its proximity.
That would explain what happened to me, and what's happening to the city. It's what they're calling the Eye. They're protecting it.
Well, this is what was always going to happen if the alpha virus got out into the general population. Nothing containing a chip is safe.
With the current rate of spread, we could be looking at a total global infection within days.
How do we stop it spreading?
The orb is a complex power source, which also provides instructions to the infected technology. Whoever controls the orb controls the robots. Hence, General Lamry.
Newsflash, Cutter. I just killed Lamry. The robots control the orb now.
Correct. But destroy the orb, and the robots will have no purpose.
No, absolutely not. We can't destroy it. This is the most significant discovery of our entire existence on Earth. Let the army deal with the bots. This orb is an unlimited, clean, sustainable energy source. This could be mankind's salvation.
Oh, Marco, take a look at this. We're picking up a lot of heat all over the city. It's not just the bots. It's everything.
You've got to destroy that orb.
It's not that simple. That orb is immensely powerful. How are you gonna destroy it? Shoot it? It would be like shooting the sun.
There has to be a way.
Look, we just crashed a freaking satellite into it and it's still shining bright like a stripper pole on a Saturday night.
Classy, Marco.
Let's see.
Apocalypse, anyone?
Clear us a path.
I got us.
We seem to be on fire, which is not good. The auto drive is taking us out. Our own car betrays us.
Damn.
Okay?
Not really, but I'll live.
We need to get your medical attention.
Oh. We're in Inception.
You need to go. You gotta get to that orb.
I'm not leaving you behind.
I'm telling you to go. You're the only one that can stop this. Go!
I'll come back for you.
Jacob, do you see it? Do you see the orb?
One of the humanoid robots is carrying it on foot. I'm in pursuit.
Oh, the irony.
Jesus. It's ridiculous, man. The amount of crap they just throw at you is just ridiculous.
Jacob, do you see it? Do you see the orb?
One of the humanoid robots is carrying it on foot. I'm in pursuit.
Oh, the irony. It's one of our SM-03s, Marco.
I hate to be the one who points out the obvious, Hunter, but you were the one who sent a message to those fucking aliens to let them know their virus is ready.
Shit. The kin are not aliens.
Well, they ain't friendly. Why are they dropping viruses on our planet?
How could they possibly have known? When that cigarette was built, that we'd one day have robots and how to infect them.
The kin are multi-dimensional. They do not know time like we do. They see our past and our future
How do
simultaneously.
you know this?
Maybe even more.
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, man. Just like having to run after this goddamn thing with everybody and their grandmother shooting at you for some god awful reason. Like even the humans are shooting at me, which is kind of dumb.
Do you see it?
So I'm saving the world here.
One of the humanoid robots is carrying it on foot. I'm in pursuit.
Oh, the irony. It's one of our SMO3s, Marco.
I hate to be the one who points out the obvious, Hunter, but you were the one who sent a message to those fucking aliens to let them know their virus is ready.
The kin are not aliens.
Well, they ain't friendly. Why are they dropping viruses on our planet?
How could they possibly have known? When that cigarette was built, that we'd one day have robots and how to infect them.
The kin are multi-dimensional. They do not know time like we do. They see our past and our future simultaneously.
Maybe even more point in not calling them.
They knew we'd invent all this technology even before they built the ziggurat and placed the orb inside.
Stop shooting me. I'm trying to save the world here, you bastards.
Oh, nothing's getting through. Not working.
Can't get really close to it either, apparently.
It's forming a shield. Out of my way. Where are we?
It's Summer Point. Unfinished housing with a bad rap.
Oh my god, this is... Ah, whoever designed these missions is terrible at designing missions. Holy crap, man. I mean, this is just further proof that this game is just completely unfinished. Right? Because it's just like, nobody would, in their right mind, would release it in this state. Like, it's
You're
just...
not stopping me.
It's not balanced at all. They're just throwing a bunch of crap at you and then saying that it's fun here.
You lose this.
And it makes no goddamn sense that the humans are still shooting at me, given what has gone down.
Out of my way. Shutting you down.
Come on here. Oh my god, look at how many freaking, like, the bullets aren't even coming out of their guns, they're just coming out of the freaking air. Ugh. They're not even pointed at me. They're just going this way.
Out of my way.
Say, come on. How are they still shooting me around the freaking
You're
corner?
not stopping me. You lose this.
God, in the meantime, this thing's running at like 50 miles an hour here. And I have to somehow keep up with it. how many freaking shots this freaking thing takes. It's crazy.
Fuck off! Shutting you down! Out of my way!
Oh my god. Oh, this is stupid. This is goddamn dumb. Like, so dumb.
Fuck off! Turn the fuck off! Shutting you down! You lose this!
How far ahead this damn thing is already. Oh, come on. They're not going to give me a checkpoint either, are they? Oh, they gave me a checkpoint. Wonders never cease.
Out of my way! Fuck off! Shutting you down! Turn the fuck off!
Oh my god, look at this nonsense. Every fucking angle here. There's no way the bullets are going that way. Come on with this goddamn grenade bullshit.
You lose this!
Oh yeah, I tell you to crouch. Instead of crouching behind the thing that is on the ground, you're gonna crouch behind a damn pole and get hit. Ugh. Oh.
Out of my way! Shutting you down! You're not stopping me! You Turn the fuck off!
Come to us, Jacob. Yes. Follow the eye. Follow it. Protecting you. Come to us.
The orb! It's changing! It's growing!
Don't fight. You are us.
Oh, nothing's getting through! Fuck!
Oh. God damn you. Like 9,000 things in the way.
The orb! It's changing! It's growing!
Just gonna spawn infinitely or something here. I have a feeling they're gonna do that to me, where it's like, we're just gonna spawn these infinitely. So you have to run the gauntlet, which you can't do. So there's just not enough health to do it with. You know?
It looks like some kind of gateway.
It's a portal, Jacob. You're looking at a portal.
What's that? There's something moving inside. Looks like beings.
Those must be the kin.
They're coming, Morrison! They're trying to get through!
Oh my God, Jacob. Did you know what this is? It's the harvest!
And we are the crop.
I'm afraid so, Jacob. What do we do? How do we stop this?
My DNA. I'm kin, right?
Theoretically.
Hey! I got you! Come on, let's go! This way!
What the fuck?
I see it now. I know what I have to do. Nobody else is dying for me.
And there's the abrupt end. All right, with no music. That's classy. Anyway, exclamation everybody. Welcome to a roundup of MindsEye. As you can see, I've got the credits rolling. Oh boy. What can I say about this? Not a lot of good things. I can say that it definitely looked like an ambitious game. And I would say probably the biggest thing holding it back was that they underestimated how long it was going to take to do this game. And I think someone pushed, don't know who, someone pushed to get this out the door before it was fully cooked. And it's very clear that's the case. The missions are missing what's the word I'm looking for? They're missing halfway fail states. So, what do I mean by that? In this game, if you even go slightly off course or do something slightly different than what the game's expecting, you get an instant fail. And it's very, very punishing in that regard. A lot of times in these, levels, it's not very clear where you got to go next. Even though there's a pin that's put on the mini map for you, often it's just like 5 steps the wrong direction will get you an instant failure. And oftentimes level designers will put clues into their levels to let you know, like, okay, here's kind of where you want to go. I mean, I know there's a lot of backlash about yellow paint and stuff like that, but there's other clues that would take your, grab your eye and say, here, this is the place you got to go. This game lacks all of that. It is very, very easy to just get completely turned around and get completely lost. And then just get into a fail state. Furthermore, the missions, as you go further along in the game, the missions, in order to, it's clear there was no balance done. Because in order to make the game more difficult, all they really did was throw 5,000 more enemies at you. And I'm not kidding. It's like they throw hundreds upon hundreds of enemies at you. It's all the same enemy over and over and over again. There's maybe 3 or 4 different types, and you see the same 3 or 4 different types throughout the entire game. And it's just insanity. Like, it's not even a matter of just, you need to, 5 steps forward, go into stealth, 5 steps forward, go into cover, 5 steps forward, go into cover. A lot of times, especially with the last mission there, you're under some kind of timer. Whether it's you're trying to chase somebody, in the last mission you're trying to chase somebody, you have to keep them within a certain distance of you. So if you hang back too long to take out enemies that you have to take out, then you get a mission failure. And by have to take out, I mean if you don't, they're all dead eyes. They'll get you immediately. Even you might think you can run and avoid them, but it's next to impossible. There's graphical nonsense going on. They fixed a little bit of the graphical issues, but there's also character model issues. For instance, the enemies will often, especially the robots at the end there, they'll fire at you, but they won't be facing you. The bullets will just arc out of their guns and come around and at you. And there's often, like in the last mission there in particular, you're behind a wall and there's like all these laser shots coming past you on that wall, and yet the enemies are behind cover. Like they're not even in eyesight of you, and their bullets are coming at you. It's insanity. And then there's a mission that's just straight up broken. And I don't mean, not game breaking broken, but just obviously not play tested. It's a mission that happens just after, and I won't give any spoilers, but we'll say there's a grave site that you have to come out of, that you have to leave a grave site and get in a car and go to one of the protagonists' house to pick up a device. And you're given exactly one car. And as soon as you get into that car and start driving, other cars appear out of the blue and shoot out your tires immediately. And within a few seconds, your car is smoking and on fire, and you've got to abandon it. There are no other cars along the routes that you can get into and use. From that point forward, you have to run for 3.5 in-game miles to the endpoint. And along the way, if you go along the road, you'll see that there's just enemy NPCs just kind of all plotted around the map to, jump you. And so if you just run across the grass and run across the dirt, you avoid pretty much all of them until you get to the final destination. And while there's no stamina, you can run forever. It still takes about 10 minutes of just straight running to get to that destination, because you can't use your car. And there's also some roadblocks along the way. By that I mean, if you take a wrong turn, you end up in an area where you can't get back up on the road. You can't progress further because they're blocked by waist-high walls that you can't get over, and all kinds of stuff. It's clear that it just wasn't completed. The other thing too is, while I appreciate a linear story game, and this is definitely a linear game through and through, it's not open world at all. They have a free roam that you unlock, but there's no point to it. It's just there. It's a linear game. You do a lot of driving, a lot of traveling, I should say, between points. And a lot of that is just to provide a means for the game to narrate story to you. A lot of the dialogue is not of a very good quality. I think the voice actors are doing the best that they can do with what they've been given, but the dialogue itself, not great. I don't know what's going on here. We're getting a little after credits here.
Yes?
Okay, so from the video, I've probably cut out that part so I don't give any spoilers. Not that would really spoil anything. It was just a weird epilogue. If I could even, I'm being kind by calling it an epilogue. It was just a random passing thought more than anything else. Yeah, the dialogue and stuff is pretty terrible at points. There are, when it needs to convey information, it often does it, but sometimes it's just well, let's get into the story. The story itself has an interesting premise. It's not one that's hasn't been done 1,000 times before, but it has an interesting premise to it. It does kind of go off the rails a little bit, and it doesn't really earn some of that off the rails stuff. And I think, honestly, the story seems like it was chopped up and rehashed and kind of reworked from what it probably should have been. There should have been more introduction to the big threat. It ends up going into just wild conspiracy sounding things without really earning that conspiracy sounding thing stuff. And it's there are points where the game doesn't there like there's a jump at some points, and I'm not talking like a time jump, but I'm like a almost like a narrative stutter. There's also some things set up that never come back into play that I didn't quite understand. So for one thing, there's at the beginning of the game, and it is generally at the beginning of the game, you start having these portals sort of showing up around the town, and they seem to hint at them being memories, but they're not actually your memories. They're just very random. And I was struggling mightily to try to figure out what the hell these random things were, because I thought they were memories at first, and then I'm like, are these just other people who have inhabited the MacGuffin of the story? These other personalities have been downloaded into the device that is at the center of this. And it turns out I missed, apparently there was a pop-up somewhere along the way that I missed that explained that the portals in the game are user-generated content that that you can use with the in-game tools to generate these things that show up around the open world. Well, around the world, which I guess is what the free roam is supposed to do. It's supposed to let you go play those things. That is not explained very well, because it's kind of integrated into the story a little bit, because some of them actually seem to be things that have to do with the main protagonist, but others are just completely random, just absolutely random. And it's it does not highlight any strengths of the game, let's put it that way. I think it's clear to me that there was a bigger, probably more ambitious open world that they were trying to do, and they basically cut all that off, and they were left with this kind of weird dangly bit that makes no goddamn sense and is pretty darn useless in the grand scheme of things. And what was making it even more confusing to me was that at the end of those missions, you would get a rating. So bronze, silver, or gold. But none of the other missions in the game were giving me that. So I'm like, what is going on? What? I don't understand. And of course, I didn't understand that was user-generated content. So I didn't understand that was the difference. That's why the main story missions don't give you anything. And in terms of like a ranking or anything. And those other ones did, and it was really confused, because I would sometimes see it and sometimes not see it, and I wasn't sure why. And then I found out later that that's all user generated content. So it makes more sense now, but it was boggling my mind at the time. The combat in general is a shooty bang, and it's okay. It's okay. I I think the problem that the combat suffers from right now is that they have not embraced the idea that less is more, right? Like there are combat sequences that will take you 45 minutes to an hour to do just because they throw so much stuff at you. It's literally 5 steps forward, 20 guys, 5 steps forward, 20 more guys, 5 steps forward, 20 more guys. And it gets a little bit ponderous after a while. You are meant to use your like robot companion a little bit more than I did, but even then, you don't get the really powerful weapon until the end for your robot companion until the end of the game, and by then it's very useful, but also it's extremely annoying because whenever your robot companion gets shot, it takes power damage, and so a lot of times when you're trying to, the grenade weapon that you get, um, you can only fire two of them, so it takes half your power. And most of the time, you fire one of them, and then you're taking so many hits that you can't recharge up to midway power to fire the next one, and so you have to zoom in, zoom out, fly in, fly out, fly in, fly out in order to utilize it, and it just becomes a an absolute annoyance that you absolutely have to deal with because towards the end they throw so many robots at you that absolutely require you to use the weapon on your drone that you just can't go without it because they don't give you enough. I mean, they don't give you enough bullets to begin with, so you have to pretty much use the drone for it since it's got unlimited bullets and stuff, and it's rather crazy and pretty unbalanced. So like if they had figured out how to do the combat better and figured out how to balance it better, I think it would be actually okay. Since that's really the only thing the game has going for it. The story, like I said, it's just it doesn't earn anything, and it's very cut up, copy pasted, not copy pasted, but like cut up into pieces and then kind of rearranged, and it just things just never kind of click. None of the characters feel real. The dialogue often strays off into just absolute inanity. Um, and the underlying premise, like I said, is actually interesting. It was interesting enough to keep me playing the game, and the combat itself was actually fun enough for me to complete the game. But it was definitely a tooth pulling exercise along the way, and yeah, it just I mean, a good example of just kind of the how incomplete it is that towards the end you have a pin that you have to, on your map that you have to run to. So you go through, you know, 80, 90 enemies to get to this rooftop. And then you get up there for like 5 seconds, you have a little cutscene with a little dialogue. And then the next pin is come back down off that rooftop that you just got onto, come all the way back down the way you came, and then go to the next building on along the way. And it's just like, what are we doing here? Like, what is going on? Like, just like, you gotta smooth that stuff out, and none of that's been smoothed out. It's very rough around the edges. So it's a thing. It's a thing. It's I number one, do not buy this game at full price. I paid the full price for the enhanced edition, extended edition, whatever it's called, exclusive edition. I don't know what it is. The $80 edition of it, and it's not worth it. In fact, it's not even worth the $60 I think the base game is. Wait for it on sale, deep discounts, if it ever makes it that far. And absolutely do not buy it at full price. It is not. It is not worth that money. It's quite, even within the patch, that they put out, even in its patch state, it's very incomplete. They've managed to patch some of the game breaking bugs. They've managed to patch some of the performance issues. But even at the last mission, I didn't have any real performance issues until the last mission, when I started getting a little bit of a slowdown in the last area. But it's I was still getting a lot of ghosting off the cars, the back of the cars, where you'd see like a ghostly image of your car behind you as it's moving along. The bumper particularly. They did fix the ghosting around and the bad shadows around the characters anyway, so that's a positive, because it would be unplayable without that. But yeah, I mean, it's very clear that this was not ready, and it needed another year and a half, maybe 2 years, to really cook and really get a good, flesh out the story more. Don't have the jumps in the story. Like there was a jump in the story where I thought for a moment that we were back in the main character's past, but we were in the present, and it was like I was just completely confused. Because it does a little bit of like, here's what happened. You're starting to remember things, and then I was just had a hard time following it at points, and smoothing out all those things in the narrative, getting some different kinds of missions, because really it's really the same mission all the time. Like your objectives are slightly different, but really it's just shoot everything and don't be shot, or get something done, shoot everything while under a time limit, or chase someone while under a time limit. And let me tell you, some of the chase sequences, I mean, they are, this is what makes it even more clear that the game just wasn't ready, is that oftentimes when you're chasing another car, that car is going 9,000 miles an hour. Like there is no way. There's one mission, I'm sure anybody who's played it will tell you this. There's one mission where you're chasing this lady in a car, and she takes off. Like you have your going as fast as your car will possibly take you, and she is gone. And the only way I was able to figure out how to stay on her tail, and I failed multiple times, was to not follow her the whole way. Just I realized that she was going up a road and then coming all the way back down and going in a circle. So I just waited for her to complete her circle, and then I stayed on her that way. But it was just, it's insanity. There was no way to play the mission as it was programmed, because our car was just going crazy fast. It was like a rocket trying to follow a rocket. It was impossible. So yeah, I mean, that's my general assessment is, don't buy this game unless it's on a deep discount. And you get nothing from the $80 tier at all. So don't even bother with that either. There's, I think, some cosmetics, but the game, it wouldn't matter anyway. I mean, it's a single player game, and it's just yeah, who cares at that point? And yeah, it's unfortunate. I like I said, I think another year and a half, maybe 2 years, if they had development for this game, it probably would have been in a much better state. Maybe it would have even had an open world or something, because it looks to me like they had high ambitions for what they were trying to do. Maybe having side missions and stuff instead of just being a straightforward, um, narrative focused thing. Um, Giving you a reason, like you unlock weapons and um, upgrades for your drone just by doing the main missions. Like you don't, like you never, it never feels like you earn anything. It's just like you're just given stuff. All of a sudden your drone could do something new now. And so there's no like feeling of accomplishment. There's no feeling of progression. It doesn't really matter how many. The only reason you have to take out all the enemies in a map is because they will insta kill you. You know what I mean? It's just nothing feels earned in the game at all, either from playing the game or from the narrative or anything else. So that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, my friends. That is MindsEye. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. All right, friends. Have a nice little in-game recording there. I'll have to pull together. What the hell? What the hell? Is this the open world? Why do I look like this guy? Who is this guy? Okay. This is the free roam. Just to give me a video? That was all that was to do? All right. So why do I... Like, how do I change my character's look? I guess I can't change my character's look. It would just look like that. What does the free roam even give me? Why would I even do this? Is this just to play those portals, I guess? But how do you find them? You just drive around and... Yeah, I got nothing here. This is just the thing. Just a weird thing. Yep, that's how cars work. That's how physics works, by the way. Just so you know. Everything just bounces. Take a different car? No. Of course I can't. Why would I think I could take a different car? You get exactly one car. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright. I didn't even know that there were... Oh, I didn't even know I had a tab weapon wheel. Hmm. That's the thing. There is no map, in-game map or anything, so... Like, what is the point? Oh, it's starting over again? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. So, and then here's the build. I wonder if this even works. Beta test. This is an early version. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything other than an early version. Logic, math. Gameplay items. Gotta zoom all the way in here. Wow, this doesn't work too well either, does it? Weird display. Transform. Create a stamp. Okay. Spawn enemy wave. Mission pickup. Enable rigid body physics on target object. Okay. Custom camera. Huh. This is... Alright. I say this without any malice in my thoughts, but what the freak? That's a stamp and a half. I say this without any malice in my thoughts, but I hope they didn't use this tool to actually make the game, because this is I mean, this explains why it's the game is in such a state as it is, because this tool is not great, not good, not good at all, especially with like having everything in this. Was it like 3, 6, 9, like 12 per 12 per page, and like, yeah, great, it's got a search, but it's like, what the hell would I even think to search for? You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of terrible. UI volumes. Yeah. Performance impact score 2848. It's 2848 just for that small scene there. Oof. All right. I think we're done. I think we're done with MindsEye. And hey, it lasted until 11:30 here, so I guess we won't have to pick up anything else tonight to do. I think I'll just kind of end with that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Because this looks like it could have been a really interesting, fun game, but it just needed more just thought put into it, needed more work put into it, and needed more time, I think, is really what it comes to there. Unlock exclusive rewards. What is that? Oh, hell no. I don't think I'm going to create an account with Build a Rocket Boy when, for all I know, they're going to be out of business soon. All right. Well, that's that, my friends. That'll do it for me for tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll probably be back in Dune, at least for one night. And we'll see. Yeah, I might just do it for one night, and then I do want to jump back to Sandland and see if I can get through the rest of Sandland. So maybe that'll be Wednesday and Thursday night, just to kind of try to get to the end of that and get another one off of our list here. Because I'm trying to clear out some space, because as I promised, I said that when I got a new computer, I would revisit Cyberpunk 2077. I will do those things. I've got it installed on here, and I ran the benchmark on it, and it seems like it's going to work at 60 FPS. It was like 55 or something like that. It dipped down to, but it was mostly 60 or 58. I'm sorry, 58 FPS. But close enough. And yeah, I think we're gonna dig into that. Maybe, hopefully, finally, and maybe I can finally play that game, because it was last time we tried, it just would not run at a decent clip at all on my computer for some reason, my old computer. Don't know why, but this one, it seems to be, at least from the benchmark anyway, it seemed like it was working a little bit better. So that is exciting. Hopefully we can start that soon. And yeah, I got a lot of things going on too. We still have to get back to the Elder Scrolls Oblivion as well. and Tainted Grail and everything. So a lot of long form stuff going on. So we'll see. I'll try to. I do want to get a few. We'll see. I think I'm going to be cycling games quite a bit for the foreseeable future here because there's just so much to do, so much to play, and I just kind of want to. I want to do all of it. I'm also debating. I think I want to stream an older game, and I'd like to try to do a series of games, and we'll have to see what I can come up with. Now that I have Linux, playing some of the older games is actually probably a lot nicer now because it actually probably works a lot better than it would on Windows, so I don't have to jump through so many hoops, maybe. So we'll see on that. But I've been wanting to for a while. There's a bunch of games I've been wanting to get to. Oh, you know what? We still have a whole lot of. I still have to finish. Still have a whole lot to do with. I still have to finish Torchlight, and we got a couple things there. I have ARPGs to do and stuff, so we'll see. I'll figure something out. Like I said, I'll be cycling through games quite a bit probably, which I know can be from a viewer perspective that might be a little bit frustrating because you might want to watch a particular game and then I don't get around to it again for a couple weeks, and it's just it is what it is. I need to figure something out here with all that. Maybe I have to hold off on Cyberpunk for a bit until I get some more stuff done. I mean, Oblivion's going to take a while. Tainted Grail's going to take a while. So I don't know. I don't know on that hand. I mean, I've played through Oblivion before on my own. So I'm not really in any rush to get back to it. Because I know how it goes, but I would like to get to like the DLCs and stuff, which I never quite finished back in the day. And there's still a lot to do in that game too. I mean, that game is just phenomenal as far as just having a lot of stuff to do. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out. But anyway, that's it for me for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or subscribe that you can spare and maybe toss my way, that would be really awesome and swell, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.